Howdy, folks. Hello and welcome. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm doing quite all right. We're playing some FC25. I actually forgot to switch over the capture window, so I do apologize about that. But regardless, we are live. We're ready to go. We're going to go ahead and get started in just one moment. Yeah. Hello. Happy Thursday. That's what day it is today, right? Pretty sure Thursday. So, welcome. We're, like I said, we're playing FC25 today. We're going to have some fun with it. I think it should be a blast. We're in our second season with Arsenal currently. And first season went really well as the player career. So let's see how the second season goes. So far, the second season started off kind of slow for us. I think we've had a draw or two, and then, if I'm not mistaken, one win. I could actually look at the standings in just a moment, but the first season went surprisingly well for being such a low-rated player. I was very surprised by it. So we're going up against the Spurs, against Arsenal. And let's see here. Season so far, standings. So we have 2 wins under our belt. Okay, so never mind. It's just 2 wins. That must be for the other fixtures, but for Premier League at least we have 2 wins. So that's good. And right now it's a 5-way tie for first, which is kind of wild. But I suppose, that is going to be that way for a little bit anyway, starting out. So might as well just go ahead and jump right into it, get stuck in. Let's advance to the match. I really wish they had like a copyright-free music option. There's a game out there, I can't remember which one it is, that offers that. Is it? Shoot, I don't remember the name of the game off the top of my head. Steep? I think. All right. I'll be released for international duty from the 4th of September to the 10th of September for the United States. We're playing against Finland and Portugal. Interesting. Okay. That should be fun. Had a bunch of matches rescheduled. Dang. Yeah, like a lot of these have been moved. Tavares is returning. Cool. Well, hell yeah. It's pretty sweet. Do some training, simulate, just because personally I don't really care about dealing with the training, but I know it needs to be done in terms of, getting things actually done. Oh my God. Declan Rice joined Barcelona. Wow. That's upsetting. Yeah, so it's match day. Let's go ahead and jump in so there's more than just me talking. So we have Lokonga. Not sure I know who that is. Trossard on the wing, Saka on the other. Gavi in midfield. Odegaard as well. Cancelo, Romero, Saliba, Tierney on the back line, and Raya in goal. Let's get stuck in. Let's do it. Hope everybody had a great night last night.
Our camera lens trained on one man. 4 goals in 3 games. You can't argue with that. The action is live. Next.
Hey, yo. What's up, Adam? How you doing, man?
You never know what to expect when it comes
Welcome
to
to the
North London
Thunderdome.
derby, and that's what we have to look forward
This is a
to
very
today
important match
here at
for
the Tottenham Hotspur
Arsenal and
Stadium.
Tottenham.
I'm Derek Ray.
So it's
Stuart
kind of
Robson
interesting
is
that this
next
is
to
one
me,
of the.
ready to provide
This is the
expert
third match, I
analysis.
think, of the season.
Stuart, what should we look forward to?
Well, I think we're going to get a good game. The atmosphere is always hostile whenever these two teams meet. Let's just hope the players can put that to one side.
Next stream should be Deep Rock Galactic. You know, I'd be down for that. Deep Rock is fun.
This is the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur. Marino starts with Rodrigo
Oh, I'm
Bentancur
way
in the
offside.
centre of midfield, and operating up front today is Heung-min Son. Really good block.
Bummer.
And a look at
Should
the
have known that he
starting
was going to be
lineup
marked
for
like that.
Arsenal.
Well, they're also playing in a 4-3-3 formation, but they play it
Yeah,
a
I'm not sure
slightly
when
different way,
exactly. I
particularly in the wide
might
areas,
stream
where their fullbacks
tomorrow.
will get forward and rotate with the wingers at every
I
opportunity.
think I will be tomorrow morning. It'll actually be like morning though. So I will let you know about that if you're
Spurs
down.
moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Takes on the shot.
Ooh, what a save.
Actually pretty
I
easy
wasn't
for
quite
the
sure.
goalkeeper in the end.
Oh, okay, that was unfortunate. Wasn't quite sure who would be available because I started late. I got to sleep in actually, which was quite nice. So because of that, I just was like, yeah, I'll play FIFA today. But I'd be down for some Deep Rock in the coming days.
The short option preferred. That's well blocked. It's a neat move.
Oh man, what a save!
Well, what a start that would have been for Spurs. But you have to say, it was a really good stop by the keeper.
Referee!
Really poor
He tried to
timing,
kill
and
me.
Some will argue that he was asking for a yellow card. Well, there it is.
There it is. The yellow.
Well, he didn't need to make the challenge, did he? He's under pressure now. It's a long time to go
Oh
in
man.
this game.
That game last night, Houston Dynamo against El Salvador. That was a good game. Not gonna lie, it was very fun to watch.
But you need to be a bit more accurate than that.
As someone who was relatively neutral,
It's been pretty
you know,
well
obviously
impossible
I'm
to escape
biased
all
towards
the
Dynamo,
news
but
stories surrounding him ahead of today's match.
my girlfriend and her
Facing his
parents,
former
they're
club, facing his past,
Salvadoran,
and that's not always
and so
straightforward, is it, Stuart?
they were
Well, it can work
obviously
either way. Some
supporting El
players will
Salvador.
slide and play really well.
I
Some
just was
feel
there
like
for
I hope
a good match, honestly, and it was exactly that.
Fantastic stop.
And interestingly enough, Houston won, so you know, we take those.
Over it comes. William Saliba. Saka. Beautifully weighted ball.
I'm in, yeah, I'm in.
Takes the shot. Keeper doing his job, getting the touch.
Trossard with the corner.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, as a defender, that will sit you
I
down
use
to the ground.
OBS.
Another corner.
Yeah, I just use OBS Studio. For a long time, I was using Streamlabs OBS, but in order to stream to multiple targets, so to speak, you have to
Saka.
essentially you have to pay like for the premium service or whatever. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, it makes it a lot easier to set up and everything like that. But for me, I was like, I'd rather not spend more money on like a subscription service, and so I switched back to OBS Studio, which is what I originally used for streaming. And yeah, just
Well, their victory was certainly
I got a
because they
plug-in
created
for
a
it
better
and
chance.
set it up that way. I'd have to look into what plug-in it is exactly because I don't remember off the top of my head, but it basically just allows for you to have you know, multiple sources
Bukayo Saka. And playing it through.
Oh my god, I'm in.
He must finish.
I should have gone far
And
post.
that was a really
Shoot.
high-end piece of goalkeeping.
Piker!
Well, what can you say?
What's up, Crouchy? How you doing, bro?
Excellent from the goalkeeper. A brilliant save.
Damn. The North London Derby.
Delivering it. Not the best clearance.
Go Saka. Oh. Well, that was
Possession
almost a
keeps on
brilliant
changing
touch.
hands. That's problematic.
Almost. Damn.
Van de Ven.
Damn, damn, damn. Something that was also cool last night about the match that I was at. Bunch of guys, you know, sitting behind us that were supporters of El Salvador. And there was one guy that just, I guess, was, you know, a random, didn't know the other guys. And, oh my goodness. Cratchy, thank you for the follow. Or shall I say OP3. Appreciate the follow, man. But yeah, it was really cool. The guy that was sitting like directly behind me, he was like, I guess the other guys were asking him who he was, you know, pulling for or supporting. He was like, well, I'm not really a Dynamo supporter, and I'm not a Salvador supporter. I'm actually an Arsenal supporter. And I heard Arsenal, and I was like, oh, that's what's up, and turned around and gave him a fist bump. And then, also, that was an insane play. Just wanted to point that out real quick. But I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then, you know, turned around and gave that guy a fist bump. And then the other guys were like, yeah, we're Arsenal supporters too. Like, that's sick. And so all of us were just like, we were just chatting about the Arsenal season so far and everything like that. And I was like, see, look at that. We're rooting for opposite teams in the match that we're currently watching. But, you know, we support the same club in the Premier League, which, you know, there's always that common ground to find when it comes to football. Shit! He's got a foot like a traction engine.
Well, they survived the attack.
Well, I
He's
have to
built
say,
like a
that was
brick
an
shit
outstanding
house.
piece of goalkeeping. And most importantly, it stopped Arsenal from taking the lead here.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do, Crouchy? I forgot to send you a picture of that bag I ate last night. Look at the size of
Quality
that thing.
defending.
Had 1, 2, 3 patties.
Kulusevski. Well, Spurs now in potentially a dangerous position. A fine reading of the situation.
Get back on side, Trossard, you twat. Oi! Woohoo! Was it a handball or was it a handball? Shit!
Well, there's been a lot of speculation as regards this transfer and whether it would go ahead.
What's up, Wilson? How you doing, man?
It's finally been confirmed, Stuart.
Well, at around £40 million, I think that's good value. Because if he
40
does
million
produce his best
pounds.
form,
That's
then
heavy.
they've signed a really good player.
Put me
One
in
that
the
will
box
certainly
already,
improve
lads.
their
I'm
team.
done.
No nonsense clearance.
Ooh!
He's got to score. Marvellous anticipation. Determined to get bodies in the way.
Jesus! My heart can only take so much. Come on, Erdegaard. You should have gone in for that one.
Promising move from Tottenham. Handed away by the keeper.
Dang, that was lucky.
William Saliba. Gavi. It's with Joao Cancelo.
My God, they've killed him.
Arsenal could threaten from this position. Trossard. Preferring to go infield. Able to get his body in the way.
Oof. I messed up that run on the side there. Whoopsies.
Return to Odegaard. Oh, it might be.
Shit!
The keeper more than equal to it.
Another day facing the terrors, no big deal. The horrors persist, but so must I. Doing well. Last night was awesome, man. It was such a blast. You know, it was really cool meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time and just kind of getting to know them a little bit. Went over to their house and, you know, chatted with them for a little bit.
No more time left. That is it for the first
And then
half.
after
Here's
that,
the
we
home
left
of
for the
Tottenham.
stadium. And they had a blast. They were in heaven. Just being around all these other Salvadorians and just the atmosphere was incredible. There were like 20 Dynamo supporters and the rest were there for El Salvador, which honestly, I was all about it. You know, I thought it was really cool that they were even doing that. You know, that matchup. It was also really cool. Apparently, one of the guys that is I believe he's a striker for El Salvador. He currently plays for LAFC, but he's been called up for the national team,
Saka,
and he played
Tierney,
football with
Kai.
my girlfriend's cousin, I think technically. Ooh, that's a rough place to draw a foul. But anyway, so yeah, my girlfriend's dad was like, "Oh yeah, he used to play with my nephew," and so I thought that was pretty cool too. He's good. He's got some solid footwork. I'm not gonna lie. There were a couple times where he just took too heavy of a touch whenever he was like about to break through the back line, but he was saucing on some of those midfielders. It was insane. Really cool to watch him. We were 5 rows in, so we were relatively close to the pitch. You know, you could see everything, and it was just such a good time. Damn. Yeah, it went well. I mean, Houston won, so that was nice. About time. Unfortunately, it didn't matter because it wasn't an MLS match, but, you know, it was just a cool little friendly. We definitely were on TV at some point, but don't know where the game was streamed to. I think it was just to a couple, you know, third-party like websites, because it wasn't available through Apple TV on, you know, MLS season pass and stuff like that, because it wasn't a season game. But overall, it was really cool. I mean, I honestly, just the environment that they had built up did not feel like I was at Shell Energy for a Dynamo game. It genuinely felt like I was in another country. Because like everything, all the announcers and stuff were speaking in Spanish, and there were just so many Salvadorian supporters. It was just such a cool environment to be in. I was a little bummed though that the tickets that I got, they were to get access to the, it's called the East Club, so it's just like a indoor club area that they have for people on the east side of the stadium. If you have, you know, access or tickets in those seats in that section, or in those sections. And son of a bitch, that's a bummer. Usually there's like food and drinks included, like it's an all-inclusive thing. For some reason, I don't know why, they weren't doing that, and it was kind of frustrating actually, because like I specifically got those tickets so that we wouldn't have to pay for food and drinks and everything like that. Like I wanted it to just be a stress-free, you know, kind of experience for them, where they could get some good food, get some drinks if they wanted to, but like, you know, it was also just a chill environment where they could sit down at a table or on one of the couches or anything like that. But unfortunately, it wasn't included, so that was a little frustrating. I'd say that's like the only gripe I have about last night. But I mean, at the end of the day, they had a great time, and that's what mattered the most to me. So.
And over comes the corner. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defense.
Yeah, it's because it wasn't like a regular season match. It was a like specialty, like friendly. But I still think it's lame that they didn't include it. Like, to me, it just seems so silly that it would be, I don't know. It was weird to me. It didn't make any sense. They made no, like, there was no notion of that being the case either. Is that a free kick right on the edge of the box? It is. Oh my lord. But it just seemed like, I don't know. It seemed like I was going to have access to it. And then, like, the day before the match, the East Club, like, perk kind of disappeared from it.
Brennan Johnson.
And so, I mean, at the end of the day, I just got really good tickets, or really good seats. for the match. So
But it looked
not
highly
the worst
promising,
thing,
but they got
but
nothing out of it.
tickets were way too expensive for just what it was, I think.
And Arsenal now find themselves in potentially a dangerous position. And there's the feed into the box.
But either way, like I said, it was a fun time. We had a good time, and we'd definitely love to take them to a Dynamo match sometime,
Son.
and get us, East Club access again, just that way they can truly experience it.
Looks promising.
Because unfortunately, stadium food is ridiculously expensive. I do thankfully get a discount with my season membership too, though, on like stadium food.
Arsenal have
So it's like
possession
I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's not terrible. It's just not ideal.
Play getting a bit bogged down in midfield. Has eyes for goal.
Ooh, that was almost there.
Well, it turned out to be fairly routine for the keeper in the end. Mikel Merino.
But it was also pretty cool. So her parents are YouTubers, and they
It's with Mikel
basically
Merino.
just do vlogs of
Spurs
their
pushing
day-to-day
forward with
thing.
options
They're
available.
just a cute
Nothing comes of it.
couple that have an empty nest now, and
Martin Ødegaard.
so they usually just kind of like document their adventures and
Is it going to be?
all of that. And
Oh, a smart piece of goalkeeping.
even though I met them for the first time last night, they featured me on their channel, which I thought was super sweet. So right now they have just a couple of shorts uploaded, but they're gonna do some editing, I think, and then upload maybe this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So it's cool. I'm involved in a very content
See about the
creator
delivery.
family.
Not really the ideal clearance. Well, you've got to classify that
Because
as a
my
poor
girlfriend, she's
attempt.
a private
long way
chef,
wide.
and so she does like social media stuff. Her sister is her manager, who basically helps with like operations and social media management, things like that. And then there's me that
Well, what a
streams
final
on
few minutes
Twitch
we
and
have here. And the fans are
does
certainly playing their
Instagram
part.
shenanigans.
Can they take one of these chances
And then her
that come
parents
their
have a
way
YouTube
and
channel.
win this game?
Options in the middle. Promising position, this. Oh, right in the nick of time.
Wait, did I just see Marino was
Could be a
playing
chance to
for
break here.
Tottenham?
And a goal to let you know about in the City game. Alex Scott has the information.
I'm about to
for
be
us.
real upset if he is.
Goal for Manchester City. The defender was caught in possession just before the goal. He won't want to be watching that back. They're now 3 ahead with 85 minutes played.
Thanks as always, Alex. Trossard. Gavi. Arsenal remain on the front foot. Can they find a winning
I'm
goal?
not over there,
Didn't
Trossard.
go
What
to
was
plan
that?
in the end. Bentancur. Mikel Merino.
Yep. Marino's
And now
playing
with
for
Kulusevski.
the enemy now.
Spurs finding space on the
For
flank.
those who may not know, Arsenal and Tottenham have a
Good ball over the top.
century-long rivalry.
Plenty to think about with bodies
Longer,
around
technically.
him. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have
They're
3
both
extra
teams in
minutes.
North London, and yeah, it gets intense at their matches. I'll just say that. So for Marino, who actively plays for
Mikel
Arsenal
Merino.
and was playing for Arsenal in this last season that I just played through, for him to be playing for Tottenham is
A goal it is!
blasphemous.
The long wait is over, and might that be the goal that gives them the bragging rights?
Well, you can see from the replay how it hits the underside of the crossbar. I would say that was the perfect finish. Great placement.
So something I will say was really cool about last night's game was how the Premier League matches are, like that entire environment and atmosphere. How that was basically how it was last night at the game, just significantly less people. I would say there were probably like 12 or 13,000 people in the stadium, but like,
The final whistle, and
oh,
the
that
Gunners go
sucks.
down.
We
They've
lost.
this game. No point to speak
I had a
of.
feeling that was going to happen when I saw it was a
Well, they
90th
weren't
minute
very
goal.
up to date and really didn't
But
deserve to get anything from the
yeah, like
game.
there was
I
a
would
wave
say
that
they should
happened,
be
which was pretty
slightly
fun.
concerned with their start to the season.
You know, it's silly, but for I would say for like Central American teams and South American teams, the wave is still very much a fun thing to do. So did the wave, that was cool. And then just like the songs, the chants, things like that they were doing for El Salvador was so cool. It was just a really fun environment to be in. I was a little bummed though. Something that also didn't make sense to me was the fact that yes, it was a specialty match. It was, you know, something that wasn't a part of like the regular MLS season. But it's like as a season member, why not offer that as something that, you know, season members can automatically have access to? That way, you just have more people in those seats. Because like the first level was completely filled. The second level of the stadium was here and there. Like there wasn't too much going on. And so for me, it just seemed weird that like they didn't include that matchup in the season membership, because that would have been such a great way to not only get people who are, you know, supporters of El Salvador to already have tickets to a game if there are, you know, if they're supporters of Dynamo normally, but then also it was just a chance for people to come out and support the Dynamo because we haven't won a regular season match yet this season. Like last night was the first win that we've had since the season started. And so I kind of made a joke. There was like 20 of us there. Pretty much how it was. Like when Dynamo scored the second goal, kind of near the end, in the section that I was at, it was myself and two other guys that stood up and were cheering. And that was it. Everybody else was wearing blue for El Salvador, which is fine. You know, don't get me wrong. But it just kind of sucked that didn't have either cheaper tickets for more people to show up or for tickets to be included with the membership, because there's season members out there, but it just was weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like that it was so like excluded from everything. I just feel like they missed a big opportunity as a club like Houston to look good as a host, but also as, wait a minute, the Q&A sessions. No. Screw it. I'll do that. It does give me Virtuoso points. But it seemed strange to me. I don't know. Like all in all, my takeaway was that I had fun and it was a good time and all of that. So, you know, that's the takeaway from it. But it just was strange to me. There were some things that didn't really make sense. And then let's do the gate rush simulate. Heck yeah. Oh, it wasn't enough to level up, was it? Damn. I basically need 195 points and I level up. That's unfortunate. Had I actually played those training sessions, I would have hit that. Oh well. All right, so who am I playing this match with? I recognize nobody. You get it, especially since the game and a team near and dear to me. No harm in stating suggestions, even if I had fun. Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely no harm in that. I think, honestly, I think that the club doesn't get enough constructive criticism on their operations. Like, you just get people that, you know, are angry about something and they're just like, "Ah, well, club's cooked," or, you know, something like that. Something that offers no solution. Whereas for me, at least, I'm just like, "Ooh, go to personality." I'm like, why not? Are you serious? I lost my 50% virtuoso because of the stupid Maverick points. Son of a bitch, man. I shouldn't have done that photo shoot. That's annoying. That's really annoying. That's so stupid. So you have like there's personality rating in the game too, and you have Maverick, Virtuoso, and Heartbeat, I think it is. So Heartbeat is basically your team score, or like your how well you like gel with your teammates. Maverick is like your, you know, solo personality, you know, what flair kind of stuff, being popularity kind of stuff. And then you have Virtuoso, which is just, you know, being determined to improve and things like that. And so you have to balance those things based off of actions that you do, as well as decisions that you make in the game throughout like your career. And after you drop down below a certain percentage of each playstyle, so to speak, or each personality trait, you have access or lose access to certain playstyles, so perks, basically. And so my Virtuoso dropped below 50%, 5-0, and so because of that, I lost access to 2 of the playstyles that I had equipped that were exclusive to the Virtuoso trait. Oh my god, that was not supposed to happen. So that was a little lame.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward.
Oh my god, ref.
So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer.
That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. He got a good palm on it.
So I am very excited for tonight, because tonight I'm going to see Under Oath, Papa Roach, and Rise Against.
Some of the fans are screaming, have a go.
And that should be quite a good time.
Well away from danger.
For those who don't know me, Under Oath is my favorite band, one of. And for those who do, well, you know how much that means to me.
Well, let's just say he's a handful. He's certainly strong and powerful, which will be hard to contain if he plays well today.
Can he give them the advantage?
Ref!
To deny the opportunity.
He took me down in the box. How's that not a penalty? That's crazy.
Joel Poyanpalo. And that's an important intervention. Morris.
What venue? It's at the Toyota Center, so the Houston Rockets Stadium.
Oh, this looks useful. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back.
Pretty sure it's at Toyota Center.
Tuomo Salila. Leo Väisänen.
I might have to double check. If it's not there, it'll be at House of Blues, but I'm pretty certain that it's at Toyota Center.
Kevin Paredes. The delivery.
Ah, that's lame.
That's the clearance that was called for. Lingman. Kuasivi Benisan. Lucas Lingman.
Damn. Thought I was going to be able to get to that. I was just a bit wide.
Creative look about this. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Gianluca Busio.
I don't know why I tried to force that.
Really committed himself to the tackle. And a throw in now.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I am still quite
Perfect
tired.
challenge.
Get off me, you hooker.
This looks interesting. They could nudge in front. And it's in! 1-0. They've
Let's
breached
go.
the defence.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Yeah. First goal of the day right here.
And back underway. 1-0 it is.
And I'm not going to lie. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you made me hydrate.
Only Finland's throw in.
Because I just had some of my protein shake. Gonna make me piss my pants. I mean, I could see that being the case.
And the United States recovering possession well. They're getting the ball forward.
Ah,
And
shoot.
credit is due for
Ooh,
that good piece
a
of
double
defending.
hydrate.
Jensen. Busio. Musa. Kai. Trying his luck.
That almost
Well, in
helped,
position to
honestly.
bring the brace, but not to be.
Well, he's certainly been a threat in this game. He's looked so lively.
Almost scored from all that hydration.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball.
What?
And cutting
No,
in from
you
the flank.
dingus.
Oh, he's left his marker for
Ooh.
dead. And a strong
There's
glove
no way
on
he's
the
about to.
ball
Let
from
him
the keeper.
cook.
Well, that's saying
Wait a
just
minute.
about
This
50
guy's
minutes,
Albert
but
Einstein.
they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
Well, conceding the throw in. Good challenge. For Jan Palo. Conrad de la Fuente. Really nice ball.
Bummer.
And you need your defender to take charge. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Well, that could be the final
Shoot.
warning.
Well, he needs to be careful now. Next foul, and it's a card.
Wait.
Corner kick awarded.
No,
So
no,
let's see
no,
if
no.
This will help them add to their lead. And over it comes.
Oh,
Oh,
Let's go!
that's unforgettable! The
Let's
bicycle kick
go!
represents perfection and purity. It's a goal for the
Oh,
archives.
yes.
A masterclass in technique. Simply awesome.
Well, just look at this. The timing, the athleticism, the connection. It's a magnificent strike from an outstanding player. It's a great goal.
Holy shit. Oh, I'd be so mad if I were that keeper. Oh, man. You did it to yourself, dummy. He did it. The son of a bitch actually did it.
So 2-0 now.
Yeah! I mean, I don't know how much of an accomplishment it is to be up 2-0 against Finland, but
Down, but credit to the defense.
handball, ref. Just kidding.
If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on.
Oops. Oops. You know, the last time I played an international match in this game, I got injured. And it put me out with Arsenal for like, I think it was like 4 weeks. It was like 4 to 6 weeks, I think.
He's blocked it.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
Now the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game.
One second. So, probably shouldn't do that again then, huh? Nope. Exactly. So real quick, I'll just show like my phone. These got announced today or whatever. They're the Adidas Predators, but they're modeled after the 2006 World Cup Team Geist ball. And I really, really, really want them. There's a small little detail here that basically, I don't know if you can read it, but it says promo codes won't apply to this product. So I sent it to the guys in the Discord or whatever, and he was like, you got the link? So I sent the link, and one of them was like, sorry, my guy, I failed you. My code didn't apply. And I was like, you have a code? And then I circled where it says in that picture that promo codes don't apply. And then it's a frowny face. And it just, it just made me laugh. Oh, man. Silly boys. That is what we are. Silly, silly boys. Okay, so... Right? They do look sick. I want them so bad. But they're very expensive. Very expensive. It's like $289, I think. So, yeah, those would be like super special occasions. Use those. Conversion rate of at least 50%. So I need to be better. Okay. I was just looking at the stats. Should be good to go. Let me respond to this message real quick. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was responding to a message from the beautiful lady. It was also funny yesterday whenever we were talking to her parents and everything.
So the two teams have switched around.
You know,
and the second half is
her mom was
underway.
asking me if I still worked at Uchi. And I was like, yes, ma'am, I do. You know, and blah blah blah, and just talking about how Stephanie, my girlfriend, and I met. And
Olida.
I was like, yeah, I met her actually my first day that I started at Uchi, you know, 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, and
Oh, this looks
you know,
useful.
we worked together, and then she just decided to throw in. She was like, I used to be his boss, actually. I was like, oh,
Lingman
just had to
Who
throw
can he
that in
pick
there.
out?
But then I
intercepting it intelligently.
don't know if I thought it or if I said it. I think I said it. But I basically said something along the lines of like, she still is technically,
Oh dear.
something like
Well,
that.
that's not one that's going to
Um,
linger long in the memory.
Well, he had a go
But
there,
yeah, I just thought it was
nothing wrong with
funny.
that,
She was like,
but he's
yeah, I
got
used to
that
be his
all wrong.
boss. I'm just like, huh. And she threw that one in there. No.
Just the challenge that was required.
U.S.A.
Kevin Kouassi, Denissan,
U.S.A.
Richard Jensen,
Damn.
Hoskonen, Lingman. Well, they keep passing away, and defensive play to be applauded. Kai. De La Fuente.
No, that was supposed to go to the
It's
guy
not
making
looking
the run.
confident
What
in
the hell was
possession.
that? Ugh. You hate to see it, folks. You hate to see it.
And a chance to whip it in here.
Oh my god. That dude came out of nowhere.
And give them hope that they can turn this round.
I actually really like the design of that jersey. That's pretty cool. Let's see this cross here. Oh, yeah. I mean, can't be mad at that. That was a pretty good goal.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Busio. What can they do from here?
No, you mother trucker. Ow.
And that's going to result in a goal kick.
I was hoping I would score with my face.
So making the substitution now.
Hey. So fun doing that at games.
Well, we're into the final half hour. Conrad De La Fuente. Oh, he's through here.
Oh,
And a goal to
disgusting.
seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Come on, do the celebration in the net or there.
Well,
Okay.
here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and there's certainly no
Oh,
doubt about the finish.
man.
He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the
What
keeper
a
can do about
finish.
that.
And a hat trick. Look at that.
No
A
shortage of
hattie
goals
for
in
the
this
laddie.
match. 3-1. Taylor. To Omar Salila.
USA.
Robert
USA.
Taylor. Feeding it through.
Ooh.
Oh, good work to deny
Scary.
the opportunity. Kai.
Nope.
Busio. Paredes. Well, the attack looks promising. It's got to be!
No!
Really tried to blast that one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off.
I was going in too. Put too much spin on it. Too much English. Ah. Didn't time that very well.
Running with the ball confidently. Lingman. attack fizzled out. Morris. Kai. Gianluca Busio.
Why?
Aidan
Just lay it
Morris.
off to the guy.
That was going in.
I think I was going to go into the worst.
Kuasivi Benisan.
What's his name? John Ralphio?
Boyan Palo.
Something like that.
Well, giving it
John
a go
Ralphio and
in a
Mona
bid
Lisa?
to haul them back into this one.
Well, they're
I
not
don't
at the
remember.
goal
I
here,
didn't
but
watch
they
Parks
need
and
to
Rec
score
nearly as
soon.
much as I did The Office. I do appreciate Parks and Rec though a lot. Pásame la bola.
Kai.
Oh no!
And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Richard Jensen.
Oh,
And
fudge!
the referee playing advantage.
Uh-oh.
It's not going to go down as the prettiest passing sequence we've ever seen. Oh, in with a chance.
Oh,
And a precise
shit!
challenge just when it was
I got
required.
scooped out from under me.
Kevin Kuasivi Benisan.
Oh, yeah.
USA doing well to regain possession. Genuine
Damn it.
chance.
Dude knows when exactly to go in
Linkman.
for that block. Good for him.
10 minutes to go. Morris. Way up. And he's through here.
Shit!
Couldn't beat the keeper. Unfortunately for
There's
him.
the card.
I think
Yep.
that's a bad miss. He just never
I bet
looked
if I had
convinced as
scored,
he
it
went
would have
through there.
gotten rid of the card. I don't know. I don't think that's how that
And the
technically works, but
referee will go back now to the earlier incident. Yellow
I got
card
lucky
it
that he
is.
didn't stop the play right there. That was violent. Oh, there's my first yellow card of the season.
Lucas Lingman. Olila. Richard Jensen. Lingman. Robert Taylor. And that always looked likely to run through to the keeper.
Striker.
Musa. Busio. Well, racing past his man. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Well,
Yes,
it's great
yes,
when you can
yes.
rely on
Oh,
your
I
keeper. And
thought it was
eventually,
gonna
goalkeeper's
bounce in.
ball.
Well, you can sense the relief amongst his teammates, but what a first save that was.
Hoskonen. Lingman. Kuasivi Benisan. Did well to win the ball back. And we are going to have 2 additional minutes. Way up.
Oh, shit. That
Well,
was
that
wide.
was always going
Oh, I'm
wide.
getting sacked
He's
in the
not gonna
morning.
be best pleased with himself.
Ooh.
Leo Väisänen. And full time, we can say it officially now. The United States
We
have
won.
And Stuart, I wonder what you've made of their performance.
Well, Derek, they were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly in that midfield area, and they also looked threatening in the top third of the pitch. It's a really good result for them.
Nifty. 10.0 match rating. So give me just 1 second, guys. I need to alt tab out. And okay. I'm gonna say I need to pop out the YouTube chat. So far, YouTube has not had really any viewership whatsoever. It's fine. That's why I do the multi-stream, just because I'm curious about what will do well and what won't. So far, the most promising, obviously, is Twitch, just because of my history on it. But next to that would probably be Facebook, and then after that, Kick. But Kick offers the most promising. How do I put it? It offers the most promising, I guess, monetization. What I mean by that is, like, it's a lot easier to start making money consistently through Kick because they offer the hourly rate as well. I think it's like 17 an hour, which is insanely good for, streaming. So ideally, I'd like to get to that. And then if I could only focus on streaming on Kick and Twitch, then that'd be ideal. Just because I don't think that YouTube's the move anymore. Yeah, it's interesting. So, like, I can make money through Kick now through subscriptions, just like I can, affiliated on Twitch right now. So, like, if someone were to subscribe to me, then, that'd be great. And then there's different levels or whatever to it. And so I can't remember if it's once you're affiliated, you can start earning money hourly, or if it's once you're a partner, you earn money hourly. But one of those offers an hourly rate as well. So I can basically stream, make, let's just say 15, because I think it's 17, but I don't remember. But I can make, $15 an hour. And then on top of that, any sort of, donations or subscriptions, things like that would just be added on, like a tip, basically. Pretty damn cool, if you ask me. And that was a huge thing that they being Kick wanted to do, to essentially get people to use their platform more, which, I mean, it's working. Because, like, I didn't even think about using Kick until I saw that, and I was like, well, that'd be kind of cool. Because if I could do this more frequently, like streaming in general, and kind of start taking a step back from being in the kitchen as much, then that'd be amazing. Just not a fan of some of the content and streamers on Kick, but that is intriguing. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, same. It's not ideal. Attacking position and agility. I'll up that, and then 2, 1. So my next one that I get, I'll just finish that out. So I'll get my third balance point, and then my second attacking position and agility. Attacking position, I'm not too worried about, honestly, but the agility I want to improve on. I want to be agile like a cat, jumping all limbly bimbly from tree to tree. Now the question is, am I about to play against Ronaldo? Because if so, I will double all the way back into defense just so I can slide tackle him. We'll see. Start training. Bada bing, bada boom. No, actually. Edit drill. We're going to do... Let's do some take and clear. Simulate all. We'll get 100 experience from that. Sure. Just taking some light training on that. Not trying to get too crazy with it. The worst. El Facebook. El Facebook. Cool. Also, something that I thought was really cool. One of my old teammates. Hey, what's up, Moto? How you doing, man? One of my old teammates from high school messaged me the other day and basically was saying, like, thanks to my FC25 streams, he decided to give the player career mode a try. And since he has a kid, it allows for him to, you know, be able to pause the game and everything like that and still get the enjoyment that he gets out of playing online, but, you know, being able to step away whenever he needs to. And I thought that was pretty sick. Yeah, it's super cool. I was really happy to hear that.
And he's fired over the corner. Oh, did so
Damn.
well to deny him. Well, pressure building, another corner.
Moto, how you doing today, man?
And a strong
Damn.
glove on the ball from the keeper.
That dude missed entirely.
Dest. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here.
No, it is not Ronaldo. That's right, he retired from international play. Forgot about that.
Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Dalot. And behind it's gone for a corner. And played short. Could be threatening. He fancies it. Brilliantly blocked. That's a good pass.
Get off me, you dick.
It might be the moment to get them ahead. And a goal! 1-0. And what a fast start
Let's
they've made to
go.
this game.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating.
yeah.
It's so hard to defend against, and the
Ooh, a
finish is so
Trivela.
clinical. He just rolls it
A very
past the
light-hearted
keeper. Call
Trivela.
as you like.
And Portugal get the game restarted. Disappointed to have conceded. Now can they come up with a quick response?
No,
Vitor Ferreira.
absolutely not.
And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. De La Fuente.
Oh
And
no,
a good
it didn't work.
challenge to bring that attack to an end.
I didn't cut in as much as I thought I would.
Pedro Gonçalves. And Portugal moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Now, who can he pick out? It
Ooh.
wasn't taxing for the keeper. Tessman. Kai. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that.
Ouch.
They were playing fluid football, but then the foul. Now you would
That
anticipate
dude got
a yellow
angry
card.
with me. Yellow.
Well, he's gone into the referee's notebook.
And he can't be surprised. That was a poor challenge, you have to say.
Could have, and potentially should have been a red, because I was pretty much in. Oh,
The keeper is happy the bar was there. Can't miss, surely. High degree of
Can't miss,
difficulty to hit it
surely.
on the volley like that, and it
Proceeds
was
to
close.
miss.
Well, his skill level is so high. You're absolutely right. That's a great effort on the volley.
Failure to keep the ball by Portugal.
Ah, bummer.
Super piece of defending. Trying to open up the defence.
King AJ, thanks for checking out the stream on Kick there. Hope you're doing well.
So far out, it didn't appear to be the high percentage option. Close though, Stuart.
Well,
I'm
he did
good on
have
the
options,
advertisement,
but
though.
that was a good
But,
effort in the
hope you
end.
enjoy your
He wasn't
time.
too far away, was he?
Well, brilliant work to keep that one in play. Kai. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Oh, it's a
Damn.
And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation?
No red or anything like that. That's twice now in a row that dude has taken me out in a pivotal position on the...
And miles off target with the header, but in fairness, the marking was tight.
I can't believe it. I should have had that.
Plenty of support here. Cross fired over.
You hate to see it.
Well, that's a sad end to the attack. Pedro Gonçalves. Palinha. Now with Trincao. Portugal pushing
Come on.
forward
There
with
we are.
options available.
Why did it lock me? That was weird.
And the flag has gone up here.
Ah, because he was
Offside decision.
offside. That makes sense.
Trincao. Dalot. Passing it around as the search goes on for an equaliser.
That was
Good
close.
effort, but he's placed it wide.
Quite close indeed.
Kai.
He's off.
Well,
Get
unable to hold
onside,
his run,
loser.
and that's offside.
Not sure what it is about those left wings, but they love running offside.
Ferreira. Silva. Diogo Dalot. Nice looking move this.
What are they up to?
Pulls it back. That is not going to do. Well wide of
Decent.
the target.
Oh. Ay, 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 ay.
Well, very close to half-time now, and it's a narrow lead for the home side. Stuart, how would you assess what you've seen?
Well, they've worked hard and played well to be in front here, but they now need to keep their focus as we approach half-time.
Damn.
Palinha. Now with Trincao. This looks interesting. Dalot. Opportunity.
That's fair.
Done it to
That was a
score
good
the
play.
game once again. Exhilarating.
Good for them.
Well, here it is again. What a ball that is over the top of the defence. It's weighted perfectly, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Gianluca Busio. Tanner Tessman.
He
Determined
overcooked it.
defending. Diogo Dalot. Well, he's certainly not alone. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Gives it a go. Tell you what, that didn't miss by much.
A little close for comfort.
Really good interception. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes.
Shoot, I messed that turn up a lot.
Trincao. Oh, could be. Well, what a start that was. Now the manager
Ooh,
has
got a
well
little
delivered
lucky
the
there.
half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game.
All right, let's take a look at kick real quick. Two views. Come on. Okay. Close out of that. And we're now at 812 followers on Facebook, or not Facebook, not Instagram either. Twitch. My goodness. 812 followers on Twitch, which is awesome. I'm super grateful for every single one of you guys who have
back
stuck
underway,
around and
an intriguing
dealt
second
with my
half in
shenanigans
prospect.
throughout the years of me not figuring out what I want to do and shit like that.
Defending, well organised at the back.
You know, it even just having a follower count where it's at is huge, you know, and so super grateful. It's a lot of fun being able to do this, and
Must take the lead here. Oh,
my
and
schedule
Tillman's
just
simply
had
to
not
be
been
won.
very beneficial to being able to stream as well, but I feel good
Trusty.
about, you know, moving forward with this current schedule that I'm shooting for and things
The
like
best
that.
of
Just got to
passes,
make sure
was
that
it?
I'm getting
Will be a
sleep,
throw.
because outside of that, I mean, it's
And with
just,
play stopped, they will make the change now.
you know, I'm also seeing which days do better than other days and things like that too, because obviously there's going to be some days that do better than Whoop. Almost. do better than other days, and then also timing and stuff too. So
Well, the keeper's made a good save.
just trying to
You
figure out what
just
works for
sense a
me,
goal
what works
is
for
coming
everybody
soon.
else, and
Well, not out of the
also
woods
seeing
just
what
yet.
games,
This
you know,
still
people
could be
want to
dangerous.
enjoy watching too.
Plenty of options.
Jesus,
Fizzles out thanks to that piece of
that
defending.
was technically a good tackle. Kind of crazy, but a good tackle.
Really bright looking attack. Oh, in with a chance. And there is the goal to
Disgusting.
re-establish their advantage.
No, turn around. He won't let me just do the celebration in the net.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Joao Cancelo. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Vitor Ferreira. Now with Trincao. And great work to confuse the defender. Rewarded for that brilliant high press.
Oh. Supposed to have a little bit more oomph behind that.
Trincao. Firing it in. Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. Kai. Yunus Musa.
Hey!
Could be trouble
That man
here.
got a double
He's
kill.
already been cautioned.
There's his red. Bye-bye.
And it
At
is
least he
the
made it
case
worth it, I
that
guess,
two
right?
yellows equal a red.
Well, that was always going to happen. He just couldn't contain himself, could he?
That's how I feel about that one.
There has been plenty of
So I
limbering
guess
up from
his-
substitutes. And
Even
now
though he
both
was going
sides
for the
will
ball
make
and
personnel
everything, I guess
switches.
his tackle where he clipped my foot with his back foot is what gave him the red, and then the other tackle that he had just was insult to injury.
And into the last 30 minutes now. Yunus Musa. Brendan Aronson. Are showing good patience.
Oh, okay.
might be. A smart stop here.
Okay. Guess that
Delivering
guy's
it.
like, you've scored enough, man.
Well, not away
My turn.
properly.
Oh, that was about to be disgusting.
Kevin Paredes. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. And space to cross it. And the shot. Pretty simple for the keeper.
Silly little bicycle kicks.
Antonio Silva. A very good tackle. And he's in. And you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Yay.
Well, as you can see, he beats the defenders so easily with a change of pace, and then it's a decent finish. That's a very
Yeah,
good
that
goal, you
little
have to say.
turn in that I did with
So they get the ball moving again.
center back
3-1
there
the
was
scoreline here.
quite nice.
What's going to happen next? 20 minutes remaining. That's a good-looking pass.
Come on. There we go.
And they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Yunus Musa. Now breaking at pace.
Not
Potential
enough
danger.
ass behind that one.
Well, the goalkeeper dealt with it admirably. Antonio Lopez. Diogo Dalot. Joao Cancelo. An attack full of promise.
There we go. I was
Alert
about to
piece
say,
of
step
defending.
in.
Kai. Has eyes for goal. Will he finish?
No, I went wide.
Striking
Damn it.
on the volley. Just no luck.
Well, good technique, but just wide
Oh,
of the target.
man. You hate to see it,
They
folks.
will now make use of their substitutes bench. Joao Felix. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Counter-attacking chance. Way up. And in with a real chance. In it
Oh,
goes
that
to
was just
rubber
beautiful.
stamp it once and for all.
I keep doing that one.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is.
I was
He knows he's
pleasantly
gonna be under
surprised that
pressure,
I,
but he shows great composure to hit the target.
I wasn't
It's a
offside there.
massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Ribeiro. Cancelo.
Ooh,
And here's
yes,
Joao Felix.
hey.
Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Kai. And hit with ferocity.
Damn it. I went right to him.
Well, the shot looked promising, but the keeper had the measure of it. Joao Cancelo.
I kind of want to get one of those long ball strikes. There was one that happened at the game last night that was just
Really
insane.
get at the opposition.
Like, as soon as it left the guy's foot, I was like, that's going in. The keeper's not ready for it. He's not in position. And sure enough, it went in, and I was just like,
Anno Tessmann.
dang. That was nuts. And then when they interviewed the guy at the end of the match, they were like, what were you thinking whenever you made that strike? He was like, honestly, after I kicked the ball, I blacked out. He was like, I don't remember it at all. I was like, that's
Kai.
absolutely insane.
Couldn't get it through. Simple save, really. And we are going to have 2 additional minutes.
Oh, wow, I just got
Well,
sent.
after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. Joao Cancelo. Now that'll be a free kick.
Oh, yeah, his adrenaline was going through the roof.
So a personnel change then.
Understandably so. I mean, the final
Well, in
score
the
was
end, nothing
2-1
really to worry
Houston.
the keeper about.
And
The final whistle is
I think the only reason
It
that
is a win for the USA.
Houston ended up
That's the
winning
big
was
headline here. Stuart, your
Ben
thoughts?
Olsen, the head
You're
coach,
absolutely
brought
right,
in
Derek. Their attacking
a
play
lot
was
of the
excellent.
starting, like the normal starting lineup in the second half. And so the first half was a lot of players from the second league Dynamo team just getting minutes played and things like that. And then some of the guys who are on the bench for the Dynamo usually. And so, you know, it's a lot of younger guys and people who aren't as experienced and stuff, but still really talented. Excuse me. But like they were playing their hearts out. Same with El Salvador. And then second half came through, and brought in some of the usual starting 11, and they basically just sealed the deal, you know. New agent message. All right, can I adjust my... No, I'm still at 49%. That's ridiculous, dude. So I need to get my heartbeat rating up then. If I can bring my heartbeat rating up, that should drop my Maverick percentage down. Should is the keyword. Advance. Oops. Start training. Previous session. Let me actually play this one. Tackle, clear. Sliding tackle. See how I do with this. Probably not well. Sounds good, man. Oh no. Yes. Damn. Sent that ball. Outstanding. Cool. Simulate all. Okay, got it. Orders, skip. Okay. I honestly need to just cancel the subscription. I never use it. I'm always skipping the deliveries on it. But as with most subscription services, they make it such a pain in the ass to cancel your subscription. Super easy to start one, and real annoying to cancel one.
Our camera lens trained on one man. 3 goals in his last 3 games. He's in sparkling form. We'll have the action on
Sparkling
EA TV.
form, you say? Sparkling form.
And we find ourselves
Okay.
in one of the great football cities,
Everton.
Liverpool, here at Goodison Park. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It's Everton up against Arsenal.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both
Shoot.
managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible.
Piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again.
A little scary there.
On a short corner here. Looking for someone to play it to. Well, the power was there. Not really the placement, however. Goal kick. Well, news coming through that the referee has pointed to the spot in one of the other matches. With the details, here's Alex.
Well, Fulham were awarded the penalty. The luck was definitely with the goalkeeper.
Why did you take so long, Trossard? Wake up!
Play. It remains 0-0 with 5 minutes played.
Alex keeping us right up to date. Arsenal recovering possession well. Trossard.
There we go.
Opportunity.
Ooh!
Not out of the woods yet.
Let's
And
go!
right off the bat. No wonder they're jumping for joy.
That was pretty good.
As you can see, Saka does really well to find a teammate here, and he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
Quite nice.
And back underway. 1-0 it is.
Aw, man. Thought I was going to have to go in for a standing tackle again, and it ended up shooting. My bad.
Nathan Patterson. Mason Holgate with it.
Damn it.
Idrissa Gueye. Clean challenge.
No! Why can't I hit that just a little bit harder?
Promising looking attack from Everton, but quick thinking defensively. Martin Ødegaard.
Oh my god, what a ball.
Saka.
No. No. I'm doing all the wrong things. Under pressure, at least.
Umar Sadiq. Well, this could really help the cause.
Ooh, what a save. What a save.
Well, it's a great stop from that distance. He's reacted so quickly.
There we are.
Let's see about the delivery. And dealt with it nicely.
Oh my gourd. I really should be up there. My bad.
That's a good pass. He's managed to get in behind.
There it is. Welcome back.
Will they be stopped from this position?
Woo! Yeah, I think I'm going to take the hat off now.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
I've been waiting on a hefty paycheck from a client. USPS lost it,
So
but it
the
finally
ball
showed
rolling
up.
again.
Hell
2-0.
yeah. I'm glad it showed up, man. Payday's here. Unfortunately, payday won't be
Well, a classic
for me
example of how to intercept.
another like week and a half. We'll get there though, you know.
Can they get in behind them?
Ooh.
And did just enough defensively.
I wonder if I should have fake shot that one. I need to try that. See if I remember to try it.
Holgate. Not made it look routine, but read it well. Can he finish this?
Ah, I did one too many.
Of the highest order.
One too many. Amelia James, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking.
Is it going to be?
Streaming's going well so far.
Another one. It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Can't complain too much. I'm originally from upstate New York, but I live here in Houston, Texas now. Hear that? Your paychecks are few and far between
Well, here we
sometimes.
can see it again.
That's understandable.
Look at the way he glides past the
Um,
defender to create space for himself.
Yeah, I mean,
And there's certainly no doubt about the finish.
that's kind
He
of
really
just
hits it with
how
power
it
and
goes
accuracy.
being
Nothing
in
the keeper can
freelance
do
and
about
whatnot, but whenever they do come, it's nice, you know.
Nothing productive, really.
Is this my favorite game? It's one of, I would say. It's not the favorite game. Not sure if I have one currently. But yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Umar Sadi. Possession one. This attack looks highly promising.
There we go. Oh,
But they
Trossard
dealt with
tripped
the
me
great
up.
post.
Curse of working for yourself, exactly.
And breaking developments at
It's the
Selhurst
downside
Park.
is
Here's
sometimes you
Alex
just don't
Scott
get
with the
paid
information.
consistently.
It's a goal for Palace. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 30 minutes played.
Thanks as always, Alex.
My day's going well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's
Kai.
been fairly chill. I'm off of work today, so I figured I would stream a little bit more during like midday. It's been nice so far. Nice and relaxed.
Well, it looks so promising.
Did he
but a
just
goal
overcook
kicked the
that? Yep,
outcome.
he did. Yeah, not too bad. How about you? How's your day going? And thank you for the follow. It's much appreciated. We're now at should be 813.
Patterson.
So a big hell yeah to that.
Possession ceded by the Toffees. Gavi. Now in possession, Trossard.
Come on, cut back, cut back, cut back, cut back, cut back, cut back. Thank you.
Dangerous looking attack.
Jessica.
Score!
Oh, he was
hit the
off.
post. Well, it wouldn't have counted anyway. The flag does go up in the end, and the defence can reorganise.
Thank you very much. Hope you have a good one. That was weird. I couldn't move for a second.
Really sitting deep now. That could be
Well, I might. I mean,
problematic.
it just depends on what kind of stuff you share on your Instagram.
Rudiger. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Trossard. Can he put it away? Oh,
Was I
really
off? I don't
commanding
know if I
goalkeeping.
was. Not sure.
Can someone get on the end of this? Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. Rudiger.
There we go. Smart. Wicked
Odegaard.
smart.
Cross could be useful.
Ooh.
Still danger here.
Almost went in. Also, that's illegal. His teammate passed it back to him, and he just picked it up, which you're not supposed to do. Odd.
Could be threatening. Oh, that's a fine save. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. And blocked for now.
Shit!
Patterson.
Oh, I thought he was gonna cut over.
Idrissa Gueye.
Oof! Ref, blow the damn
What
whistle!
happened for them? Happy to shoot. Oh, great block.
There we go.
Well, time is up as far as the first
There
half
we
is concerned
go.
here on Merseyside.
Oh my goodness. Hmm. Ooh, hell yeah. Calafiori for Arsenal just got selected for international duty with Italy. Hell yeah. Looks like Lewis Skelly also for England. David Raya, the goalkeeper for Spain. That's sick. Odegaard for Norway. Declan Rice for England. Not sure who that is off the top of my head, but he's playing for Ukraine. Trossard for Belgium. Marino for Spain as well. Damn, that's cool. Such a diverse team. That's cool. Cool indeed. I was taking a look at Instagram. Love to hear it, right? I could only imagine being selected for international duty. Like, you're already playing at the top level of football in England, for example.
Often running
And
ahead as
then
we
your country's
reflect
like,
upon
you know
an
what?
eye-catching first half
You're
display
selected
from
for the
Arsenal.
international team as well. Like, that would just be so cool to represent your country.
Trossard.
Especially for the World Cup or, I mean, even the Euros. Like, that's such a huge
Well,
honor,
they kept their
I
shape
feel.
defensively. Job done for now. Just hearing there's been a goal at the Vitality Stadium. Let's get
Yeah,
all the
that'd be wild.
information from Alex.
And
It's a
huge.
goal for West Ham. The shot was ferocious and it went in off the woodwork. They've scored the opener here with 46 minutes played.
Many thanks, Alex.
Many thanks.
That's a good-looking pass. Well, how close was that? Inches
Ed
away.
Pulkkinen.
Making the substitution
Vaguely.
now.
The name sounds familiar. Why? What's up?
Trossard. Well, we wondered if this deal was going to be done. In fact, it has now been done, Stuart.
Well,
Shoot.
certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year. or
Okay,
two,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
seems to
I
have a
remember.
bright future ahead of him. Hopefully, it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
And the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Nathan Patterson.
He played on the U.S. World Ultimate Frisbee team for multiple years? I
Umar
never
Sadiq.
knew that. That is wild. No wonder he was into Ultimate Frisbee and stuff. That makes so much sense now.
Substitution time at this juncture. Not just
No
for
idea
one
till a
side,
couple years
but
ago.
for
How'd you
both.
find out? Now he runs the largest ultimate frisbee tournament in the U.S. That's insane. That is so wild.
And don't forget,
Nope,
we
that's
have
not who
more
I passed it to,
Premier
but okay.
League action coming up for you on EA TV. It's Everton facing Spurs.
Thank you, ref.
Will be an Arsenal
You
free
gonna
kick.
book him? Because he definitely kicked my legs. No, he's not.
Campbell. And they could face difficulties here. And you cannot argue with a hat-trick.
Get shit on.
Simply unstoppable today.
Oh, man. What an interception. I don't know why he decided to pass it back, but I'm glad he did. Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it hard.
Oh, man.
What a good goal.
Played Ultimate in college, got reconnected, started taking off, or talking on and off again. Pretty wild. Got to play in his tourney and ended up getting your ass handed to you by MKBHD, the tech YouTuber. Apparently, he's also a professional
McNeil.
Ultimate player for New York. That is kind of wild.
And now Gay.
That's
And a
so
good
cool,
challenge
though.
to bring that attack to an
Isn't it
end.
wild just like how life plays
Really
out?
is non-stop football
And
here
how
on
you can, like, you can just
EA
meet
TV.
some of the
This
coolest
is a game
people.
we're certainly looking forward to already.
And, like,
It's Arsenal facing
just-
Monaco.
That looks a really entertaining game.
Like, you
Two
just
good
never
teams
know
with
it
two
sometimes.
excellent coaches. I can't wait for that one to come round.
He hasn't grown up, though. He's literally just a big adult kid.
Gavi.
It's kind of funny.
Kai. The Gunners
shoot.
have lost the ball.
I didn't see that guy coming. Oops.
Really sitting deep now. That could be problematic. The
Ooh.
save was a good one.
Ooh.
There has been plenty of limbering up
That was a
from
beautiful
substitutes.
pass.
And now both sides will make personnel switches. And ably dealt with.
No, not to
Ball was
him,
put
dummy.
into the
To
right
me.
area, but no one able to capitalise. And ball back with Arsenal now.
You prick.
Lacking a distinct sense of rhythm at the moment.
We're just looking up around you and observing, like you were saying the other day with the comedian. Like, we're in such
Idrissa Gueye.
close contact with dope people constantly, and we don't even know. Exactly. Like,
Teammates available.
and what's even wilder to me is, like, myself personally, I don't see myself as, you know, someone popular,
They
famous,
can't quite
successful,
take
anything like
advantage
that.
in the end.
But, you know, even if I don't particularly agree with it, there's people that look up to me for, you know, certain things, just depending on what it may be, whether it's, you know, cooking, being a sushi chef, being on Twitch.
Oh, that's a
Like,
super piece of defending.
I'm not big in any of those, in my opinion, but,
Idrissa
like,
Gueye.
people view that
Understand
with,
there's been a goal in the
you know,
Fulham
excitement
match,
and
Alex
awe,
Scott
in a
has the
way.
details.
And to me, it's very humbling because I don't, like I said, I don't look at myself in that way.
Thank you, Alex.
But it also is really cool to see, like, how you can influence somebody even without trying or knowing.
James
And even
Garner.
if it's just something as simple
Could
as,
be a
like,
chance to break
the
here.
other day with that message from my old teammate, just being like, you know, hey, you inspired me to try out the player career mode for FC25. I didn't encourage anybody to play it. I just played it, you know, and it's just really cool to think about those kinds of things too. It's like,
Giorgio Scalvini.
you know, I rubbed shoulders with a lot of my favorite musicians growing up whenever I
It's
played
with
for me
Joao
in the Trinity,
Cancelo.
and just realizing that, you know, they're just people too, just like me. It's a really cool and exciting
Crossbar got in the way.
experience to, you know, chat with them, get to know some of them, befriend some of them
Shot
too.
protected, and keeping it
Um,
out.
but at the same time, they are some of the most influential people in my teenage years. And it's just cool how you never really know like how you can influence somebody, whether it's because you're famous or because you do something that's cool or whatever the case may be. It's just society, it puts people on a pedestal, and at the end of the day, they're just human beings just like everybody else. But once you kind of have those very basic human interactions with people, and it's just like super chill and whatnot, it's such a cool experience just looking back on it and being like, damn, I saw, so-and-so, or I, got to hang out with whoever. It's just, you think about those things in hindsight and you're just like, man, that's such a cool opportunity that I had. And oftentimes a lot of those experiences are just like, yeah, it was chill, nothing crazy.
To confirm, Fulham have found the net in that match, but they are behind 3-2. Who's to say how that's going to finish? Giorgio Scalvini.
Oh my God, I can't believe that went through.
Running with the ball confidently.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Making sure nothing came of it. Gavi. Scalvini. Gavi. Giorgio Scalvini. Fabio Vieira. Now in possession, Trossard. And a
Darn.
precise challenge just when it was
That's exactly why it's hard for me to look for another job. I get in contact with so many cool people, many of whom I disagree with on a lot. They're just dope and usually pleasant to talk to. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is like you don't always have to agree with somebody in order to enjoy being around them and what they have to offer professionally or personally. That was a shit conversion rate. Oh my God. Yes, being cordial does go very far. My parents had always taught me, like, don't burn bridges. Even if you disagree, even if you have a falling out, so to speak, like, just don't burn bridges, because you never know. It could benefit you or them or both of you in the long term to just be cordial. And what is this? Champions League shenanigans. Bridge arson is your favorite hobby? Well, burning actual bridges is a different story. By all means, have at it. What's your favorite hobby? Arson. Like pyrotechnics? Nope. Just arson. Monaco. Let's see if I kick their asses this time around. Because I think the first time we matched up against them last season, it didn't go as well. Hey, I'm back at 50%. Let's go. Let me throw those playstyles back on there. Tier 6. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. Do I have any active investments going on right now? I don't think I do. Oh, wait, no, I do. 10 days left on my restaurant chain investment. Let's see how terribly that goes. You know what? Let me just throw money at the stock market, too. Might as well. Ooh, look at that candle chart. And based off of my own technical analysis, it looks like it is on an uptrend. Oh, video game investment, 12 days. Tech startup, 25 days. So I could run into a lot of money very soon. We'll see. Hopefully. If not, I'll just stick to what I'm good at, and that's kicking a ball into the back of the net. Alrighty.
The man of the moment. Following a hat-trick, does he have another big performance in him this time? Stay with us on EA TV.
Does he or does he not? 4 passes in the opponent's half.
Good
I really
evening
want
tonight. The
to.
spotlight
I need to.
falls on North London. We find ourselves at the home of Arsenal.
I need to increase the amount of heartbeat rating that I have. That way, my Maverick rating goes down, so that my Virtuoso rating doesn't get affected.
For the two teams in this Champions League season, it's Arsenal up against Monaco.
Well, you can sense the anticipation around the ground today. Both these teams would love to get to the knockout stages, so it's always helpful to win your first game.
Options in the centre.
What is he doing?
Well, no danger now. Ødegaard. Genuine chance.
No!
He's foiled them on his own.
Come on. Aw.
It's a weighted pass.
Now that you have a challenge for offensive passes, the game is going to set you up with so many wide open shots on goal. Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. Because that is pretty much how all of these sports games go. It's basically just by chance, and then whenever you have an objective set or something like that, it'll mess you up.
Bukayo Saka. It's with Ødegaard. And Arsenal now find themselves
Oh,
in
you
potentially
piece of
a
shit.
dangerous position. Always difficult to predict in advance.
Especially with, like, FIFA or FC, like, I say that the game has the same amount of corruption that FIFA, the organization, has, just simply because it's so, like, it can be so one-sided sometimes. I think I've already completed it. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I already completed it, and I just need to do one more pass in the opponent in order to get the enhanced target objective. And my first shot on target was a goal. How about that?
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his mark,
He's got a
and that
foot
gives him
like a
space to
traction
get the shot
engine.
away. Excellent stuff from him.
That was a goal.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Right, let's join Alex Scott for an update. Alex, I believe a goal at Anfield.
It's a goal for Atletico Madrid. The goalkeeper will be looking at himself on that one. He was totally out of position, and it was an easy finish. They've scored the opener here.
Not really sure what that guy was trying to do.
Alex keeping us right up to date.
No, get in the other half.
Kai.
There it is.
Gavi. It's with
Achievement
Ødegaard.
get.
Feeding it through.
No!
He'll be delighted to have won the ball,
Bummer.
having made that difficult challenge. Teze. And now with Minamino. Jordan Teze. Well, moving the ball forward, they might be in business. Jovic.
Interesting.
Oh, commanding goalkeeping.
Good save. What a save! Let's get some hypes in chat for the corner kick, please.
It's a short corner. Taku. Takumi Minamino.
Monorail. Oh, that was
Now, I
such a
believe
terrible
changing
through ball.
circumstances in one of the other games. Alex Scott will tell us more.
Yeah, it's a goal for Spurs. The goalkeeper is stepping
Ugh.
back into the danger area, and he is there to
Tottenham
slot the ball into the
Hotspurs,
back of the net
gross.
nicely. They've scored the opener with 21 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much. Martin Ødegaard.
What was that,
Arsenal a bit
Trossard?
wasteful in possession.
You play your sports games at 1-to-1 time scale? Are you a monster? No,
Really fine piece of
absolutely
defending
not.
play to
I
break
would
us
do
up.
the same for this if I streamed, for a living. Because then it would be like, all right, cool. For 3 hours, I'll play, 2 matches, and should be fun. Like
Well, they
that. That
have it
would be a lot of fun. I used to do that just on nights where I was off the next day or something like that.
Quite happy to sit deep, but that
I don't think
can
that makes
have
you a
its
monster
risks.
at all.
Looking in the way. Gabby. In position. Spectacular
Aw,
save.
damn.
Top-class goalkeeping. Trossard.
How long are
Minamino.
hockey games, by the way? Actually, don't know.
Well, the attack looks promising. This could be the equaliser. And it's in.
Damn.
All square again. What a match this is turning into.
He finally scored. Good for him.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
Gabby. Trossard. Well, there was impending danger,
3
but
20-minute
good defending.
periods. Okay.
Callum McGregor.
What difficulty do you play on? I know it's always been usually on the higher end for pretty much most games, even shooters.
Luka Jovic. And back to Jovic. Oh, it might be.
Oh my God, they almost
10 out of
scored.
10 for placement, maybe 8. Gabby. Trossard. Martin Ødegaard. Bukayo Saka. And moving the ball nicely.
Ah. That was a terrible touch on my part.
Takumi Minamino.
Shoot, man, I am tired.
Alexander Galavin has it. Well, it's can he put them in front?
Woo, that was
And
close.
that's an excellent piece of defending to thwart him.
Dude, that dude won't get off of me.
Martin Ødegaard. Joao Cancelo. Kai.
Oops. They have a realistic difficulty. You usually pick that. You'll take some losses if necessary for a more interesting experience. Gets old playing on lower difficulty and always winning 20-2 or whatever. Yeah, I agree.
Trossard. Oh, what an opportunity. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Let's
Yeah, I
have
think I'm
another
playing
look. It's a
on
wonderful bit of interplay to start the
World
move
class
off. And his
difficulty,
movement's
which
so clever.
is
Once he
the
gets onto it, there's only one
second
thought in his head.
hardest
Smash it as hard as
difficulty.
possible. What a good goal.
If I'm not mistaken. Janet S, how's it going? I'm doing quite well. Thanks for tuning into the stream on Kick. How are you doing today?
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Takumi Minamino. Jordan Teze.
I was about to say, ref blew the whistle.
That's going to
It's
be all
halftime.
for the first half here at the home of Arsenal.
North London forever. Take the shot. I'm curious actually what my difficulty is on. I do use simulation settings. Nope, that's not it. Maybe I can't see it in this menu. I might have to go back to like the main menu to see it. Yeah. Well, either way. Wait, let me check, make sure. Yeah, no. Okay. Honestly, your favorite sporting event you've been to was an NHL game? That's fair. I think it would be fun to go to an NHL game. I haven't gone yet.
Second half underway, and
I've been
Arsenal looking
to
build
an
upon a
MLB
largely
game,
positive
been
first half
to
performance.
MLS.
Could be dangerous.
Honestly, MLS games are really fun
Really
too.
good
It's
build-up,
just,
but no end product.
unfortunately, Houston doesn't really show too much support for their football club. So it's a
Minamino.
little bit of a bummer. But tell you what, going to those MLB games for the Astros, that's a team the city rallies behind right there.
Kai. Gavi.
It's insane seeing how many people will show up to those games.
It's with Joao Cancelo. Happy to take on the shot.
Oh yeah, it's insane. I still remember, this was what, 2 years ago, I think? I went to a Astros game. Don't remember who they were playing against, but went to an Astros game, and we started a chant for Jose Altuve, and you could hear it in all the like highlights of the play because
What a game that
when he
will
went
be.
up to
Two
bat
good
and
teams
we
in
were
a great
chanting
stadium.
that,
I'm really
he ended
looking
up
forward
hitting
to
a
that
home run. I think it was a. Trying to remember if it was. I don't think bases were loaded. They might have been, but all I know is it was insane. And so we're chanting that, and then he just smacks it out of the park, and I was just like, "Oh, that's insane."
Minamino
Um,
and return to Jovic.
yeah, that was a good game. And then I got to see Shohei Ohtani play as well. That was really cool, just because like he's got so much respect from everybody. It's insane. Like I just remember being there. He played for the Angels at the time. This is before he transferred to the Dodgers. But he played for the Angels, Astros versus the Angels, and he comes up to bat and he got a standing ovation from everybody, myself included. And it was just so cool to see so many people just like excited to see him play. And there were a ton of Japanese people there too, because he's basically like the patron saint of baseball in Japan.
This might be ideal for the counter.
But he's such a respectful player, and so it's hard not to love him, Very respectful and just loves the sport too. And then on top of that, he's extremely talented. Hat trick.
Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Decent looking pass.
You're 40 minutes north of Cincinnati, so you might go to a Reds game sometime. You definitely should. I highly recommend it. MLB games are fun. I think they're more accessible now that they've introduced the pitch timer. I kind of miss when they didn't have it though, just simply because for me, going to a baseball game, especially a live baseball game, was kind of like it was an evening event for me. Like, you go there, you're drinking beer with your buddies, you're eating, you know, stadium food, which is, at least at Minute Maid, well, now it's called Dyken Park, but at Minute Maid Park at the time, they had such good food vendors. They had like barbecue places. There was a Chick-fil-A there. There's, I mean, tons of different like taco places, and there's just so many food options. But then they also have St. Arnold, which is the, I believe, oldest brewery in Texas. So they have a booth there, and then they also have Karbach Brewing, which used to be really good, and then they got bought out by Anheuser-Busch, and they kind of became generic, I would say. But, I mean, they still have partnerships with the Astros, so, you know, it's still cool to, you know, have like a Crawford Bach or something like that. But yeah, just like the overall experience, the stadium experience is partially what makes an MLB game for me. Do I stream daily, Janet? Yes and no. So I just started up again this week streaming, and I'm trying to see which days work out best in terms of just you know, interaction and viewership and things like that. Probably end up streaming more consistently, maybe like 5 days out of the week. Sort of what I'm gonna try and shoot for. Potentially 6. Just sort of depends, but it'll be on my off days, probably around this time, the latest, and then on days that I work, it'll be, my stream will have ended about 2.5 hours ago. So a little bit earlier in the morning.
Well, a goal update for us to know about. Let's hear more from Alex
But yeah,
Scott.
the experiences that you get at the stadium, to me, are what make the experience for a game. And so before they had the pitch clock, it was,
Alex, thank you very much.
to me, just an evening-long event where you know, like I said, you get to hang out with your buddies and just enjoy the atmosphere of everything. And it's a pretty laid-back game. You know, it's not super intense, but it also can be very exciting. With the pitch clock, it's, you know, it's still an enjoyable experience, I think. It just, I'm always like, man, wish it were just a little bit longer, like the event. There he is. Where am I from? I am from upstate New York. I live in Houston currently, though. Houston, Texas.
Well, as you can see, it's an error from the
How about you?
goalkeeper. You just can't
Are
split
you
it
visiting
to
from the
a
state,
dangerous
or
area
viewing
like
from the
that.
States, or another country? It's always cool to see where people are viewing from. One of my friends now, he viewed my stream from Norway initially, and yeah, it was really cool. He kept coming back and kept chatting with him, getting to know him a little bit more, and now he's I would say a regular. So it's always cool to see where people are viewing from and what you can learn about them and everything like that.
Luka Jovic. Determined defending. Scalvini. It's with Ødegaard. Kai.
Oh no, that was a bad turn.
Monaco recovering possession well.
Been to a concert just outside of the Red Stadium. The venue and pub was really nice. Something you miss about Knoxville is they had a food truck park that was open access just outside Maitland Stadium. So during football season, we go to some bars and hit up the truck park for dope food, like 15 different trucks. Oh man, that sounds amazing.
There has been plenty of limbering up from
I
substitutes.
love
And now both sides will make personnel
I love food
switches.
trucks. Something I've learned to appreciate a lot here in Houston, because there are a ton of food trucks around. And there's also, you mentioned concert, there's also this one dude that just like posts up outside of concerts and everything with a pizza truck, basically. It kind of looks like the Pizza Planet truck, but instead of just like a regular, you know, back end of the truck and everything, it has like a, basically a box warmer. It's like a giant box warmer, so he makes like these shitloads of pizzas, basically, and they're not super expensive. I think it's like $15 for a large. Um,
Good visualisation
but yeah, he
and
just posts up
execution.
outside of these venues or like sporting events, things like
Well,
that.
that's how
And
to keep the opposition at bay.
you know, after a few drinks, you're just like, ooh, that sounds good.
Luka
And
Jovic.
it's a very crushable pizza. It's,
Alexander
I would say it's
Golovin
up
has
there
it.
since you'll understand what I'm talking about, Wilson. I would say it's
And
up
we will
there
have a
with
couple
like
of additional minutes at the
Sweet
end here.
Melissa's quality
Golovin.
pizza, where like it's not the best pizza ever, but it hits just right when you've been drinking and you're hungry.
Vieira.
Full time, 4-1. Let's go. Do I see your chat? I mean, I have Kick Chat up in my OBS.
Well, you
So I
always wanna get
have
off to a good start,
YouTube
and
chat,
that's
Kick
exactly
Chat,
what they've done here.
Facebook chat,
Now they can
and
look forward
Twitch
to the
chat.
next game. They're in a great position.
All through OBS that I can see. So I'm seeing that. Now, if you mean like a private message, no, I'm not. I don't check private messages during streams. Yeah, Sweet Melissa's. I miss Sweet Melissa's as well. I think it turned into like Kay's Kitchen or something like that, which not really all that great. Fun fact though, because I'm gonna go use the restroom in just a second. Fun little fact: JD's dad was working on the basement for Kay's once Sweet Melissa's left, and I remember him sending me a picture of remember that giant like wooden white sign that said "Thank you, come again" or whatever, and like people would write on it in Sharpie. Well, he took a picture of that because I guess I had signed it somewhere, and he recognized it and sent that picture to me and was like, working on the basement at where Sweet Melissa's used to be, saw this and thought of you. I was like, that's so cool, man. Like, just a relic, if you will, from the olden days of playing shows down there. Yeah, super crazy. And this was after like a few years of me not even seeing JD's family and for a little while. So it was just a cool experience that he recognized that and then sent it to me just to share it with me. All right, Luton Town. Savannah scene history. Sure is. Which is really wild to think about. Alrighty then. Oh, that's right. I had that one loss against Tottenham. That's why I'm not in the top 2. Damn, West Ham? Oh, man. Bonkers even. Ooh, lovely word there. Bonkers. Wowzers. That's another one I like. Unfortunately, you got to bounce. All right, no worries. Sounds good. Hope you have a good one, man. I'll catch you again soon. I'll probably stream again tomorrow morning. Obviously, it'll be a little bit earlier because I do work tomorrow. But yeah, it was good chatting with you. Thanks for hanging out. And then for everybody else, hang tight. I am going to use the restroom real quick. I will be back. Alrighty, I am back. I have returned. All right. Let's get it. Playing against Luton Town. This should be a fun little matchup too.
We simply have to focus on this man. After 4 goals in his last match, what next? This is EA TV.
What next? This is EA TV. QQ. Yeah. Let's just hit that one.
And a warm welcome from North London. We're at the Emirates Stadium. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's Arsenal, and they face Luton Town.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual
just a
battles,
little wide.
outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space
Bummer.
to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
Indubitably.
Bukayo Saka. Kai.
Shoot, that was a rough touch.
Arsenal have it back.
No!
Frank Fabra. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Lokonga.
Very interesting how that played out, because that's not at all what I wanted to happen.
Joao Cancelo.
Ah,
And he tried
no.
in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
He's in behind.
Oh, that was such a beautiful
And
pass.
just the ideal start.
Oh, disgusting. Let me see what.
Well, as you can see, what an excellent back heel this is to set up the goal. And then what a finish. That's been
That
hit
really
with
was
such
an
power and
incredible
pace.
back heel.
The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Dejan Jovelic. Daiki Hashioka. Jovelic. Well read to ease the
Oh
pressure.
no.
Trossard.
There we go.
Oh,
Woo.
dealt with by the goalkeeper.
Almost. Almost had it.
Who can he pick out? And ably dealt with. Oh, he's gone for goal. Well, that's
Kind of crazy I was able to get that much power behind that. Didn't think that was humanly possible.
Campbell. Slipshod passing. And news of a goal in the West Ham match. And Alex Scott has the details.
Oh, man.
1-0 with 60 minutes played.
Alex keeping us right up to date. Had no interest in losing possession. And danger averted. Well read. Joao Cancelo. Kai.
Oh,
Goal for
disgusting.
Arsenal. It's theirs to lose now.
Barbecue sauce. A little Ted Lasso reference there for you.
Well, here's the replay. What a pass this is from Saka, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Marvellous Nakamba. Now with Walsh. Well, time just challenged magnificently.
Excellent.
And passing
Excellent.
through. On
Ooh,
the cusp of making it a hat-trick here.
damn.
His finishing has been so good today.
I was
that a
pretty
chance for the
close.
hat-trick, but I'm sure he'll get another one before too long.
Interesting.
Kai. And return to Trossard. Takes the shot. Strong hand on that one.
I've now had 9 shots on goal within the first 25 minutes of this match.
And Krul has it now.
That's kind of mental.
He's lost it.
Bummer.
Rather congested in the middle of the park.
That was disgustingly weak.
Back forwards. Well, full marks for trying, but very deftly cut out.
Let's see what happens.
Campbell. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Well, it petered out.
Nifty.
Lokonga. Kai. Well, good run and good ball control.
Oh no.
Nothing comes of it. Good defending it was.
Oh, he did cut in. Damn.
Well, they're almost inviting them to come at them. It should be. Oh, a challenge of the highest
Shoot.
order.
No! Not like that.
Frank Fabra. Now with Walsh. Fabra. Chance to cross. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. And alarmingly, that is a long way off target.
Dang. That dude was all the way off.
That's a good ball.
Ref! Referee! That was just unfortunate, honestly. Let's be real here. It was unfortunate.
Walsh.
Oh,
They
damn.
continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Can he put it away? Well, that wasn't
He
a million
missed?
miles away.
I thought that was
Well, they're
going
getting
in.
Closer, but they need to take one of these chances.
Nuno Tavares. Now in possession, Trossard. Delightful pass. And it's opening up. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And the substitution will occur now. Who's going to get on the end of it?
Ouch.
Well, there it is. Arsenal have created chance after chance, and I just can't see that changing. They've been excellent here.
Damn. I made a connection with that ball,
And
too.
pressing from the front.
Aww.
Daiki Hashioka. Jovanic.
Aww.
Hashioka. Dejan Jovanic. Could play it in. Well, the cross was deep, a little too deep.
I should not have done that. He was on his own.
Less than convincing defending. Well, clattered away.
Aw.
Frank Fabra. It's with Nakamba. Dejan Jovanic. Really vital interception.
Hey,
And there it is,
halftime.
the referee's whistle. The first half has come to an end here in North London. underway in the second
Excellent.
half here at the home of Arsenal. Walsh. He takes aim and able to close down the shot.
Dang.
Oh, he's nodded the ball off the bar.
You just can't get above it, can he? It's a good effort, though.
Gavi. Nuno Tavares. Kai.
Damn.
A very good tackle. Well, this could really help the cause. It's always likely to be the goalkeeper's ball.
Oh no, I should have done a standing tackle.
Marvellous Nakamba.
Probably would have got to that.
Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV. And a quick reminder, we have live action from the Carabao Cup coming your way. It's Arsenal facing West Bromwich Albion.
Well, the cup always whets the
West
appetite,
Bromwich
and that one's no
Albion.
different. It should be a really good game.
Campbell. Nicely cut out. Lokonga. Gavi. Bukayo Saka. It's with Ødegaard. Gavi. And promising stuff from Arsenal. Must score!
Oh, damn.
Frank Fabra. Now with Walsh. Morris. And a good tackle. Joao Cancelo. Lokonga. Gavi. Now in possession, Kossar. Can he finish?
Beautiful, Ødegaard, beautiful.
To increase their advantage to 3. Can they be stopped?
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
Who's this?
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Good idea.
Oh no.
He read
Anyway,
the situation defensively
Chong.
and did his job.
That's who came in.
Walsh. Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV. And a quick reminder, we have live action from the Carabao Cup coming your way. It's Luton Town facing Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, that's a game to look
Dang,
forward to.
Luton
Plenty
Town,
to
the team
play
I'm
for in
playing
that
against
one.
right
It
now
should
against
be a
Tottenham
really
Hotspur
entertaining
is the
game.
team that beat me.
The crowd encouraging him to take it on. Genuine chance. And a decent save. Full
Damn.
credit.
Damn.
Can he put it away?
Oh,
Fine stop.
almost.
Have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Over it comes. Oh, that's not a good clearance.
That did not work out in my favor.
Well, they're almost inviting them to come at them. Gavi. Trossard.
Oh,
Did so well to deny him.
that was a good one. Good play. Good play by the lads.
Delivering it. Firing it in. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper.
Damn, I thought he was going to cut over again.
Making sure nothing came of it. Martin Ødegaard.
Ooh.
Couldn't hang on to it. Walsh. Frank Fabra. Beautiful pass. Bukayo Saka. Lokonga.
Let's see what they end up doing here.
It does appear to be opening up on the flank for Arsenal here. Chances on. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
That was
Well, as you can see, he's given far too much space, but he still had some work to do, and I think that's a very tidy finish. It
I
was
mean, I
never in
had
doubt.
the far post available, but for some reason I wanted to go near. I think I just saw that opening.
Into the
It was
last
a slim
15
one,
minutes
but
of action.
an opening nonetheless.
Chong. Now with Campbell. Tahith Chong. Just the challenge that was required. Trossard. Kai. And return to Trossard. It's with Ødegaard. An effective ball. Given away by
No.
Arsenal.
That was my bad.
Kai. And hit with ferocity.
Oh.
What a long-distance effort. And a
I thought that was
highly
going in.
respectable one, Stuart.
I was
He
convinced.
surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
That's fine. We
And they'll
take
get
that.
ready for the throw-in. Marvelous Nakamba.
Wonder if we can make it 5-0.
Arsenal doing well to regain possession.
Not like that, we won't.
Fabra. So almost at full
Damn
time,
it.
and the home side very much in command. Stuart, what have you made of their overall performance?
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
Shit.
And a good challenge to bring that attack
Didn't really know how
an
to
end.
respond to that one.
Lokonga. Kai. Can he find the net?
Oh!
Goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Cold. Ooh.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
Damn.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now.
Yeah, I don't think
Chong.
it's possible to lose it at this
Now
point.
with Walsh. And charging through.
Oh my.
Hand on that one. Kai.
Saka,
Challenge puts them in
just
their tracks.
literally pass it to me. You're right,
Referee's
brother.
verdict is 3 additional minutes.
That's all you had to do.
Can they get in behind them? Great defending. Gabby. Kieran Tierney. Now in possession, Trossard. In with a chance.
Trossard, you
And goes the goal.
little
Well, I
pooper.
must admit it didn't trouble the... So there goes the final whistle. It
I
ends
wanted
in
him
a
to pass it
victory
back
for
to me so I
Arsenal.
could make it a
Maximum
6th, but
points for them.
I was
What
just
did you
getting
make of it
greedy
all?
at that point.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent.
That last goal was honestly all I needed. West Ham got a draw, which means that puts us a little bit closer to taking the top spot. West Brom. Carabao Cup. I want to see what the... Or no. Oh, there we go. It's FA Cup, Community Shield. Don't really care about that anymore. All right, so I'm in third, just under Man U and West Ham. Okay. So we've gone up from fifth now into third. I think one more win if... Well, I should say one more win if both West Ham and Man U draw. But West Ham plays against Crystal Palace next. And Man U plays against Aston Villa. So they may win. I don't know. But let's advance to the Carabao Cup. And with that, we're actually going to end the stream. I just want to thank everybody for hanging out and chatting as per usual. It's been, it's always nice. It's always nice to see people jump in and chat, familiar faces and new ones alike. And so thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. I'll be streaming again tomorrow morning before I go to work. And so I'm not entirely sure what I'll play. I'll probably play this just because this is kind of relaxing, or more on the relaxing end of things before I go for work. However, I do want to jump into either some more Helldivers or Armor Reforger or Deep Rock Galactic, one of those games moving forward. So just again, seeing what works and what doesn't, or maybe doesn't do as well. Obviously, things fluctuate and change over time. So, you know, FIFA might be doing well for me now, but, you know, a month from now, it might not. You never know. But either way, I really appreciate you guys hanging out, chatting. Adam, have a good day. Thanks so much. Thanks for hanging out, dude. It was cool to see you in here the whole time. So thank you. Really appreciate it. And the viewership helps a lot too. So everyone have a wonderful day. I'm going to go see my favorite band later on, actually in like 3 hours or so. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one and take care, guys.